My very great honor to introduce Sri Maruthachalam Adigalar. Swamiji serves as the head or the pontiff of the Perur Adinam. He's also the sixth guru, called the Guru Mahasanita Nam, of the Uti Arumugu Dakshinamurti Mutt. Gifted with a brilliant mind, Swamiji is highly educated. He has a doctorate in Tamil philosophy from the Bharatiya University, as well as a degree in law. Moreover, he's currently enrolled to complete another degree in the fields of philosophy and religion. Swamiji's life is constant service, whether in response to the plight of the impoverished for food, for education, or for the spiritual needs of his community. Swamiji is highly revered wherever he goes. He has always been for us, the Westerners, an open door and a loving heart whenever we come to the Coimbatore area. Swamiji conducts pilgrimages to the holy shrines in India, as well as to the great Mount Kailash. It was he who came in August of 2002 to conduct the funeral services for Swami Satchidananda. And with each return, our love and reverence is deepened. Thank you, Swamiji, for once again responding to the call and the spiritual hunger in our hearts. So Swamiji will address us this evening. I believe his topic is Tamil tradition. And please, Swamiji, may I invite you to come up onto the stage. Namah Shivaya.
திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். எல்லாமுடையான் குருவாகி இங்கு எமது அல்லல்லறுத்தானின்றுந்தீபர அவன் தாழ் தொழுவாமின்றுந்தீபர. உலகெலாமுணர்ந்தோதற்கரியவன் நிலவுலாவிய நீர்மலிவேணியன் அழகில் சோதியன் அம்பலத்தாடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவாம். போற்றுதலுக்கும் நாளும் நம்மை நன்னெறிப்படுத்தலுக்கும் உரிய அருள்மிகு அம்பலவான பெருமான் ஆலமர் செல்வர் அம்மையப்பருடைய இன்னருளாலும் உயிர்க்கு துணையாக திகழ்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கும் சமயக்குறவர்கள், திருமுறையாசிரியர்கள், நாயன்மார்கள், சந்தானக்குறவர்கள், ஆதீனக்குறவர்கள், திருவள்ளுவர் தொல்காப்பிராதிய சான்றோர் பெருமக்களுடைய நல்லருளாலும் திருக்கைலாய பரம்பரை மெய்கண்ட சந்தானம் பேரூர் ஆதீனம் ஆதி குருமுதல்வர் சாந்தலிங்க பெருமானுடைய தன்னருளாலும் குருவருளாலும் எல்லோரும் எல்லா நலங்களும் பெற்று வாழ வாழ்த்தி மகிழ்கின்றோம். On this holy occasion, I convey my heartful blessings, thanks to all the members of Integral Yoga Institute Yogaville, Swami Satchidananda Ashram, all the sannyasis, all the administrative persons, all the participants. Today, I got this opportunity during my visit to spend 2 or 3 days with these members of our ashram. Now, in our Satsang, we are going to have 3 parts. First of all, a small guided meditation, then a small speech, recording, as Swami told, the tradition of Tamil. Thirdly, if possible, if needed, we can have discussion. First of all, we are going to do the guided meditation. Chitrambalam. Just a few days back, we come across the full moon day. It is an auspicious one. Normally during the full moon day and new moon day, there are fluctuations in the sea and also in all the water bodies. Just like that, there is also fluctuation in our blood circulation and also making impact in our mind and digestive system. That's why normally during the time of full moon day and new moon day, we used to think of the planets in our solar system. We are also doing the meditation on the planets. The atmosphere around us is being purified by the divine bliss. The atmosphere around us is being purified by the divine bliss. The atmosphere around us is being purified by the divine bliss. The divine energy enters into our body, mind, and soul and purifies us. The divine energy enters into our body, mind, and soul and purifies us. The divine energy enters into our body, mind, and soul and purifies us. The divine energy is filling in this hall, Shivananda hall. The divine energy is filling throughout the yoga will. It is purifying the atmosphere in yoga will. All are getting good energy. Now we think of our parents and get the blessings from them. Salutations to mother, salutations to father. Think of our Sadguru Swami Sachidananda, Swami Sivananda, Sandalinga Swamigal, and all the gurus in the world, and get the blessings from them. Now we are chanting Om 5 times. First, lengthy O, close the eyes, join the hands, and chant equal timings. Let's do O. sound also. We could feel the absolute silence all over the body. Now we are cleaning our spinal cord with a small breathing practice. Close the left nose, inhale from the bottom of the spinal cord and going up to the head pit. Close the right nose, breathe out and coming down to the bottom of the spinal cord. Inhale and going to the top of the head pit. Close the left nose, breathe out and coming down to the spinal cord. Breathe in and going to the top of the head pit. And the top of the head pit, we are visualizing a Sivalingam seated at there. Think of that Sivalingam. Inhale and exhale with absolute silence. In this presence of the Shivalingam, we are doing meditation on 9 planets. First, we are going to concentrate on the sun. We are visualizing it as a huge fireball, 2 million times bigger than our earth. The radiations of the sun is orange in color and impact on our bone. Think of the sun, inhale and exhale with absolute silence. The radiations of the sun gives us success in our life, more immunity, good leadership, personality development, and so on. Think of that sun, inhale and exhale with absolute silence. Next, we are going to think of the planet Mercury. It goes round the sun at the distance of 30 million miles. The radiations are greenish in color and impact on our muscles, flesh, and the skin. It has the impact on our knowledge, intelligence, excellence in the mathematics and other sciences, scholarliness. We think of the Mercury, inhale and exhale with absolute silence. Now we are going to concentrate on Venus. It goes round the sun at the distance of 60 million miles. The radiation of the Venus is diamond-colored rays. It is related with our vital fluid in our body. It gives us harmony within ourselves, within the family, within the community, within the world. Good friendship, happiness, and good family life. We think of the Venus, inhale and exhale with absolute silence. Now we are going to concentrate on the moon. Our planet Earth goes round the sun at the distance of 90 million miles. From the sun, the moon, from the Earth in the moon goes round at the distance of 230,000 miles. The radiations coming from the moon is milky in color and related to our blood circulation, digestive system, and our psychological emotions. And the radiations of the moon give us peace of mind, healthy body, and all the prosperities. We think of the moon, inhale and exhale with absolute silence. Next, we are going to concentrate on Mars. It goes round the sun at the distance of 140 million miles. The radiations coming from the Mars is reddish in color and related to marrow in our body bones. The radiations of the Mars gives us confidence, willpower, victory, and success in our life. Think of the planet Mars, inhale and exhale with absolute silence. Now we are going to concentrate on Jupiter. It goes round the sun at the distance of 480 million miles. The radiations of Jupiter is golden in color and related to our brain cells. It gives us wisdom, scientific knowledge, deep in the research, and so on. We think of the Jupiter, inhale and exhale with absolute silence. Next, we are going to concentrate on Saturn. It goes round the Sun at the distance of 880 million miles. The radiations coming from the Saturn is grey and smoky in color. The radiation of the Saturn is related to our nervous system. It gives long life, healthy body, enough wealth, happiness, and so on. We think of the Saturn, inhale and exhale with absolute silence. The planets Neptune, Uranus, Pluto are also going round the Sun. Though they are the planets of the Sun, they are having very least important in our body and mind. We are also think of these planets, get the radiations of them, and utilize it for our welfare. Shadow planets, Rahu and Ketu, we are supposed to say these are the shadows of Sun and Earth. We think of them also and get the blessings through the radiations. All the planets going round the Sun and the entire solar system going round the Milky Way. The Milky Way consists of thousands of stars. They are classified into 27 star family. Further, they are organized into 12 houses. All these planets go round all the houses during our birth time, and during now they may be in different houses, joined with different planets. Wherever the planets are there, by the grace of Almighty, always they should be helpful to us and benefit us. Further, we expand to universe. In this universe, we come across thousands and thousands of galaxies. Apart from the stars, planets, satellites, in this universe, there is also the universal magnetism. Consists of all the thoughts, all the preachings, all the prayers of our philosophers, scientists, scholars, and all the living beings, all are being recorded in the universal magnetism. We become one with this universal magnetism. Let the universal magnetism give us a clear connection to our mind and the universal magnetism, and we will also explore, go ahead deeper and deeper, and get the knowledge of all the scholars and make it useful to the entire living beings. We expand up to the total consciousness. It is around the universe, around all the atoms, and within the atoms, and help us in all our way of life. We think of the total consciousness, the Almighty, the omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresence, and get on becoming one with that total consciousness. Again, we are thinking of the Sivalingam seated on the head. It is a personification of the total consciousness. By the grace of this Almighty, we all may enjoy good health, long life, enough wealth, happiness, wisdom, peace, ecstasy, and all the prosperities. We think of the persons, those who are related by the way of thought, word, and deed in our day-to-day life. All of them are blessed by the Almighty with all these prosperities. We think of our family members, friends, relatives, community members. All are being blessed with all these prosperities. We also think of our profession and the person related to our profession. The superiors, co-workers, subordinates, customers, all are blessed by the Almighty with all the prosperities. We think of the persons, those who are celebrating their birth anniversary and also wedding anniversary. They are also being blessed by the Almighty with all the prosperities. We also think of the persons, those who are suffering from physical and mental illness, and those who are supporting them by way of giving a good treatment, and also the persons, those who are affected by pandemic in our community and all over the world. We appeal to the Almighty. All of them get quick recovery from the illness. More and more immunity should be given to them, and they should also enjoy all the prosperities in their life. We pray for them for the quick recovery and good immunity to them. We think of the whole world. May the whole world enjoy happiness, wisdom, and peace. Tinnaduடைய சிவனே போற்றி, நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி. Now we raise our arms above the head. Slightly rub the palms, apply it on our eyes, and get the energy from the palm. Spread all over the body. Open our eyes. and see the right form and complete this meditation. Potri Om Namah Shivaya. Potri Om Namah Shivaya. Today, yes, I was instructed going to think of Tamil tradition. Tamil tradition is in different field. Tamil tradition is in our eating, clothing, having the settlements or houses, lifestyle, spirituality, literacy, and in many fields there is a Tamil tradition. Today we discuss about the Tamil tradition in our spiritualism. Our Tamil tradition in the spiritualism interesting 4 steps in our spiritual development. First one is called Sarigai. Second one is called Kriyai. Third one is called Yogam. Fourth one is called Jnanam. The Sarigai means doing in the service to the temple, to the devotees, and to the common people. For that, they are saying, you have to clean the temples, keep it sanitized, and growing more and more planets, helpful to the God and also helpful to the common people, and cleaning the streets. All these things are come under Sarigai. Next one is called Kriyai. After that, we develop ourselves and our activities to go to the temple and pouring water to the idol at there, putting flowers at there, chanting some hymns, doing arati, and get the blessings from the idol or the God. After that, we develop ourselves mentally. We are doing Sarigai, Kriyai. After that, we go there and sit at the corner of a temple or sit in one place, and we bring back the idol to our mind. For example, we will see the God decorated with flowers, ornaments, and all these things. Now we are sitting in a lonely place. Even there, we think of the God, His form, and praise Him in our mind. This is what we called yoga. For doing this, there are some practices are needed. We should sit in a good posture. The postures are different types, just like lotus, just like Vajra, just like Singha, all these postures. And also, while doing this, we are also regularizing our breath. All these things come under yoga. After that, Jnanam is called the enlightenment. What see in the idol is not simply an idol. It is not a stone, it is not a metal. Apart from that, there is something inside that is the Almighty. Then he go deeper and deeper. What is Almighty? How it is acting within us and within the universe. They frame some philosophies and give us guidance about the Almighty and the practices. That is what we call the jnanam. All the four are helpful for the development of the humankind. Even today, we did one practice or one meditation, thinking of planets. We do it by visualizing the planets in the solar system according to the science and according to the planetarium and astronomy. But if you go to the temple, whoever come to India, wherever maybe the temple you went, there you find one small temple or small portion of the temple is there. They used to say it is the temple or the idols are of planets. Now we may mock at the persons, those who are worshipping the planets in the form of the idols or in the form of statue. But according to Tamil tradition, they are not superstitious one, or it is only meant for very illiterate people. There also the science is there. For example, in our Tamil literatures, thousands and thousands of years ago, they put name to all the planets. For example, for Mars, we used to say Sevai. Sevai means reddish in color. Jupiter, we used to say Ponnan or Vyalan. It does mean golden in color. Saturn, we used to say it is a Saniswara. That does mean normally all the planets goes round the sun in a quick manner. Our Earth goes round once in a year, Mars once in 18 months, Jupiter once in 12 years. But Saturn, as it is very long, it is at the long distance, it cannot go round the sun quick manner. It goes slow. That's why Sa-Niswar. That just means the planet which goes very slowly. Just like that, they even give the name with the scientific knowledge. Even in Tamil tradition, you come across there are different dosas. Dosa means not that dosa. It is some difficulties in our way of life, especially in the astronomy. They used to say there is a impact of Mars or Jupiter in their place. Even that they calculated. For example, at the time of our birth, in the Mars may be very near to our Earth. At the time in the Mars, impact of Mars is more on our body and also in our mind. Because Earth goes round the sun at the distance of 90 million miles. Mars goes round the sun at the distance of 140 million miles. The difference will be only 50 million miles. Because of the rotation, our Earth goes round once in a year. Mars goes round once in 18 months. And because of that, sometimes in the Mars may be on the other side of the Earth. If so, the total distance between the Mars and the Earth is 90 million miles plus 140 million miles, totally 230 million miles. There will be a huge difference. At the time, we cannot get the radiations from the Mars. could not get the benefits of the mass. That's why it is not possible to explain all the things to the common people. They put all the idols at there and goes round. While you are going round, at the time somebody may instruct you, there is a deficit of rays coming from Mars. There may be a deficit of rays coming from Saturn. That's why you go there and think of that. Though they are going round, apart from going round, they think of their deficit or they think of their problem and think of the planet. And knowingly or unknowingly, they get the link of that planet. Just like what we do it now. Now we are directly having a link or directly we are thinking of that. They are having many, they got one shortcut to think of the planets. Just like that, all the idols, whatever may be the idol, they are having their own philosophy. They in due course gives us enlightenment. First of all, there should be a belief, then we should get enlightenment. Further, we should get the wisdom. These are the 3 steps of our spiritualism. All the worship, we used to offer the flowers, especially during this time. The spring comes means we come across many colors of flowers, many types of flowers. They are having different smell, different color, different impact. We are offering flowers to the feet of Almighty, to the feet of Guru. But it is not possible during all the time. Especially during the winter, we get very limited amount of flowers. It is not possible to offer the flower to the God. Even we may be in a remote place, at the time it is not possible to offer the flower to the feet of the God. That's why our ancestors, our philosophers gives us, we have to offer 8 flowers. In Tamil Nadu, according to the geographical position, they are saying some flowers. Even there, we cannot get all the flowers at all the time. If so, means you can also offer some other flowers. They are called first love and then non-killing, get it off from 5 senses, and passion, and also the enlightenment, pity or mercy, truthfulness, and meditation. It is possible. That's why they are insisting we have to often offer these flowers in your life daily and as and when it is possible. While we are offering the love at the feet of God means it is more and more purified. Already we are loving everybody. Yes, our goal is serve all, love all. We love everybody. We also doing all the things in our day-to-day life. At the time, it may have impurity. For example, if we put an iron rod in the fire, all the dust in that will be vanished and it become the fire-like color. Just like that, we are while offering the love at the feet of God, it is purified and take back to the common public and show it to them. Just like that, non-killing. We are all the creations of the Almighty. Not only we are the creations of the Almighty, but all the living beings are the creation of the Almighty. We have no right to disturb other living beings, kill other living beings, and eat the flesh of that living being. That's why in our scriptures, especially Thiruvalluvar used to say or emphasize the non-killing in 20 Tirukkurals in two topics. One is Kollami, another one is Pulal Maruthal. First one, we should not kill any living being. Another one, we should not take meat or something. After that, Sandalinga Swami, nearly 500 years ago, he wrote one book, Kolai Maruthal. That is, why we should not kill the living beings and why we should not eat all the meat and all these things. This is also a flower we have to offer the God. For example, if we are offering a prasadam to Gurudev, for that we are preparing. Normally, while preparing meal in our house, what we will do means we will taste it, whether it is good, salt is okay, spices are okay, all these things we taste it. But if we are going to offer it in front of the God or Gurudev means we should not taste it. After offering, it becomes prasadam. Before that, it is normally it is sadam. After that, it becomes prasadam. That prasadam, just like that, our Kollame, non-killing itself is a prasadam while we are offering. Another one, get it off from 5 senses. That 5 senses are in our body. That is the touching sense, tasting, smelling, seeing and hearing. All these senses are given not only to enjoy the world, but also to go into wisdom. We should make them from the worldly we should bring back them from the worldly things and make it to go towards the Almighty. That is, get it off from the 5 senses. The passion is an important one because of our many lives, many births. We come across many imprints, many karmas. All these karmas induces us to become aggressive. But if we offer the flower of passion, the aggressiveness will vanish and always we will be polite and in the passion mode. Apart from that, we should also develop the knowledge. The knowledge is called wisdom. The wisdom is a day-to-day life. We are getting more and more enlightenment by way of reading, by listening, and ourselves we are thinking. All these things we are getting the wisdom. Though we are getting wisdom means we should also helpful to others. In our Periya Puranam, it was written by Sekular. What is the form of the God? He used to insist that. What is the form of the God? The form of the God is Nataraja. The form of God is Dakshinamurti. In the form of the God is Appayappar. In the form of God is Ganesha. In the form of God is Muruga. The form of God is Shakti. The form of God is Gayatri. What is the form of the God? We come across many God. What is the actual form of the God? Finally, he is saying that Katpane Kadanda Sodi Karunaye Vadivamaki. The only in the mercifulness, philanthropicness, helping tendency, only is the form of the God. He is insisting that. Just like that, what is the purpose of cooking? We are cooking many items. What is the purpose? All the food should be eaten by all our friends and relatives and family members. Just like that, in the knowledge, in the love, in the passion, the wisdom, whatever it may be, whatever we gain, what we have to do means it should be for others. And that's why we are insisting, first we are insisting serve all. The serving or helping tendency to be increased. This is also the flower we have to offer. Next one is truthfulness. We should be truthful to ourselves, truthful to the community, truthful to the world. It does mean we are taking many things from this society. Food, dress, cloth and dress, dwelling places, knowledge, transport, all these things are coming to us from the society. What we have to do, one way or other, we have to render our service. I may be a farmer, I may be a carpenter, I may be a driver, I may be an engineer or a doctor, whatever may be the profession. One way or other, I am return back, pay back my due or the loan I borrowed from the society. That's why in Tamil also we used to say the word kadamai. Kadamai means kadan kutal mai. Kadan means it is a due, overdue we are getting from the bank. Just like that, it is a due from the society. We have to repay the due. That is what we called duty. We are repaying the due getting from the society by way of our service. Whatever may be the service, we are repaying. That is what the final thing of truthfulness. And another flower is called meditation, piousness. What do you mean by meditation? We come across many things about the meditations. Even in Puranas, they used to say going to the forest, sitting in one place without knowing in the soil is fully covered our body. We are doing more and more meditation. And somebody is going to the forest, make fire around him, standing on one leg and doing meditation. Is it possible for us, for all the people in the world? Means it is not possible. That's why that is saying, Utra noi notral, uyirku urugan seyyamai atre davathirkalavu. Whatever may be the life. Even in the noon, our Gurudev, he is insisting one word. Whatever coming to us, because of our karma, because of our situation, whatever karma, we have to accept it. That is what we call Utra noi notral. My form of my body, my knowledge, my characters, whatever it may be, we have to try to develop them by the grace of God. Unless we should not bother about or worry about that. That is Utra noi notral. Second one, we should not do any harm to any living beings. Whatever the thing which is, we are thinking that it is harmful to us, we should not do it for others. All these 8 flowers we have to offer. These flowers we can get round the clock, round the year, and anywhere where we are going. That's why in Tamil tradition they used to say we have to offer the flowers from the plants. Apart from that, in the 8 flowers is easy for you, for your development. This is what the Tamil tradition is insisting. That's why they are saying, Yadu More Yavarum Kelir. Whoever may be, wherever may be, all are my friends, all are my brothers, all are my brothers and sisters. It was told nearly 2,500 years ago by one scholar of Tamil Nadu. That is what we are doing here. Different religions are there. Whatever may be the religion, whatever may be the preachers, all the things are going to one Almighty. The one Almighty emerges and it goes through all the religions and giving enlightenment to all the religious people. That is what our ancestors are insisting. The same way our ashram is going. In future, we should do more and more. If we are lighting this lamp here for few lamps, further and further, those who are getting enlightenment, they are going to light it in their places at the time. The darkness will get away from the globe. Always there will be happiness all over the world, all over the universe. We will work for that. Thank you. Potri Om Namah Shivaya.
Just a simple technical question, Swamiji. You mentioned the shadow planets. Are they actually material bodies? And if so, what does shadow represent?
Yeah. There are 2 schools of thoughts regarding the shadow planets. One school is saying that because of the congestion in the middle of the sun, the atomic fission is going on. If more and more atomic fission is there, in the two sides of the sun, the hole was formed. That hole is called a black hole. Now, just like we are saying the black hole in the universe, there is also a small black hole in the sun. That sun, one side is called Rahu, another side is called Ketu. That is the concept of one school. Another one is saying that because of eclipse, we come across eclipse. At the time, the solar system, the sun, the moon, and the earth are there. The shadow of the things makes the eclipse. That eclipse is called, if it is a solar eclipse, it is called Rahu. If it is a lunar eclipse, it is called Ketu. All these two things, there are two different types of schools are there. Both are related to the sun and the moon.
Swamiji, your knowledge of the planets is amazing. Is this something that you learned in your academic studies? Is this something you learned in the philosophy you studied? Or is it something that's come to you from your meditation and spiritual practice?
In our religion, if we go deep, means they are giving all the three. First of all, for the ordinary people, the worshipping. Then they are giving some enlightenment. We may discuss in some other session about that. We are come acrossing many idols. Ganesha is there. He is having the face of elephant. He is having five hands. And Muruga is there. He is having 6 faces. And also there is a Sivalingam. There is a top part is there. There is at the bottom another part. And that below there is another part. There are 3 types. 3 parts are there. What is the significance of that part? Why they ask us to worship the Shivalingam? And also if we see the Vishnu in his hand, there may be one Sanghu and another may be one Sakaram wheel. It will be there. What is the significance? All these things, first of all, they just give us about the belief. After that, in all scriptures, they explain it one way or other. For example, a small story is going on. We know about the war of the Krishna, Pandavas and Kauravas. Actually, tomorrow is the new moon day. But the Vishnu, he performed his rituals. Those rituals which should be done on new moon day, he did it before one day. Everybody is astonishing and they are worried about that. God himself is doing a wrong thing. How can we go there and see it? According to the story or the Puranic myth, there is a belief that whenever the female part moon and male part sun, if they are joined together, means that day is called Amavasai, new moon day. Both of them, they are very surprised and go to Indra, the king of the Devas. He is also cannot answer. Then they go to Brahma, the god of creation. He also cannot answer that. Come on, let us go to the Shivaruman and ask him. They went to Shivaruman and they asked him why Vishnu is doing wrong ritual. Shiva repeated that, no, he is not doing wrong. He is doing right. He is doing correct. He repeated. Everyone is worried about that. Oh, both are top level gods. They join together and he is accepting his wrong or mistake. They are thinking of that. At the time, Shivaruman repeated that. What is a new moon? Amavasya day. Immediately they replied that in the joining of moon and sun. Now what is going on? Now the sun is here, the moon is here, both are joined here. That's why it is a new moon day. That's why the ritual performed by Vishnu is not wrong. It may be a story, and we may also mark at, moon is lady and sun is a male. That if you go deeper means, our science is telling that the sun is there, and earth is there, and the moon is there. If they come straight on one line, that day is called new moon day. Instead of that, they say it in different. Just like that, in many scriptures, many scholars, they used to say the impact, and also I combined their one, and also some of the things I modified them and make it as a thing. It is a easy one, not an easy one, it is acceptable one, because anybody come forward, they will accept the planet's position. They are having impact, and also it is having benefit to others. That's why it is a combination. That's why three ways we are getting knowledge. One is from Guru, another one is from scriptures, third one is from self-development. All these three come make me to give you the meditation. Thank you.
Hari Om Swamiji. When being a person is enlightened, can the enlightened be lost?
Please?
When a person is enlightened, a human being is enlightened, can that enlightenment be lost?
Not we are lasting.
Lost.
Go away.
Go away. No.
No longer enlightened.
After getting enlightenment, the same thing should be carried to others, those who are lack of enlightenment. That is the duty. Already, as I told already, in the perfection made in the kitchen is just like an enlightenment, full thing. In the use of enlightenment is, it should be distributed to others. That's why in our ancestors, they are saying that Tangadan Adiyanayum Tangudal Yengadan Pani Seidu Kidappadu. Ultimate think of enlightenment, serve others.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Hari Om Swamiji. You speak of lingam. We've heard our Gurudev talk about what the lingam was many, many years ago, and we read about Shiva Lingam. Could you say a few words about what it is? What is the lingam?
Yeah, I will tell shortly, otherwise as and when time allows, we will see in the deep, we can explain in a deep manner. For example, once we are only depending upon our body, senses, and the worldly things. After a few days, if everything was satisfied, there are some persons, those who think of the earth, universe, and all these things, how the earth is evaluated, how the universe is working, who is controlling the universe, all these things, they are going deep and deep and deep. At the time, they come across one thing. While they are going deep and deep, there is all the things in the world are the combination of atom. That atom is the base for everything. That's what the science is also insisting. Apart from the science, in the philosophy, going further deep and deep, so that though the atom is moving, there will be one static part. There will be one static part, and it goes round the static part. Just like the wheel in our car or in the fan, whatever it may be, there is one static part, and according to the static part, it going round. Static force and dynamic force, we used to say. That just like that, in the static force is Almighty, in the dynamic force is the Vishnu or Shakti. They used to say that That's why there will be one top part which is called, it is the indication of the static part. And there will be one round portion indicating that it is circulating the static port. That's why it is called Shakti or Vishnu. While circulating anything is which is rotating itself. For example, it may be a fan or a wheel, whatever it may be. While it is rotating, there will be a wave. The wave will come. If we make small paper roll and while it is rotating on the wheel or the cycle wheel or the wind, it will repulse. Immediately it will repulse. Just like that, while it is rotating itself, it repels something, repulsive force. There will be one repulsive force. That repulsive force is the base for our five senses. The touch, the smell, vision, the hearing, the taste and smell, all these things, they are all the base for that. That's why simply instead of becoming just, normally atom means there will be one center point and other things are going around. But as far as Sivalingam is concerned, they further developed that apart from the rotation, there is also the repulsive force is there. For that, they lengthen the one portion of the round portion. If you go even our Gurudev Sivalingam, whatever may be the Sivalingam, you come across one small lengthy part. That is called the repulsive force. Just like that, they put some signs in the idol. That's what the Sivalingam we are seeing.
Jai Shri Maruthachalam Adigalar Ki Jai. Om Shanti.